Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're doing a little bit of Tumblr show and tell. I have requested that the users of Tumblr who follow me show off some of their prized possessions that they would like to show to the class today. I got this idea during one of my Patreon live streams, which are a thing. It always seems to devolve into people showing me their funny little jars and their little things, and I thought that the wider internet was definitely gonna have some stuff to contribute to this conversation. And boy was I correct. But before we get into it, I need to tell you a little bit about this video sponsor, Audible. Audible is a really amazing thing to have to help you fit the books that you love, your interests, your wellness into a chaotic schedule, or just to keep your brain entertained while you're doing some boring chores or commuting. A book that I really enjoyed listening to was Circe by Madeline Miller. You might have heard of her because of her other book, The Song of Achilles, which I know is very popular with the gays, but personally I enjoyed Circe even more. You don't have to be familiar with either the Iliad or the Odyssey to appreciate them, but if you want to be familiar, or if you have to be for school, I recommend listening to them from Audible. That's what I did. They were originally meant to be read aloud anyway, and it's such a good way to experience them. I've just given you a whole bunch of options. You can get any of these audiobooks for free when you sign up for Audible, and then after that you will continue to get one free audiobook every single month. And all Audible members have access to the growing Plus catalog filled with thousands of select audiobooks, podcasts, Audible originals, guided fitness and meditation programs, sleep tracks for better rest, and more, all included within the Audible membership. Go to audible.com/strangeeons or text strangeeons at 500-500 to start your 30-day free trial, get one free audiobook, and browse their Plus catalog. And now, back to your regularly scheduled content. So without further ado, let's jump into some Tumblr show and tell. I found a dead squirrel in my yard in 2020 and wanted its bones. I skinned it and got as much of the meat off as I could before leaving it to decompose. I then turned the spine into a necklace for Cold War and used the rest to make a dino. You rearranged the squirrel bones into a dinosaur? What? I thought the spine necklace was gonna be where this post peaked, but I think it's rearranging the squirrel bones and taping them together to make a dinosaur. The baloney has never hurt me. The baloney has never broken my heart. The baloney has always been there for me. The baloney, the baloney, the baloney, the baloney. Sad clown disemboweling himself. I got it from a dollar store close to 20 years ago. If it ever breaks, I'm getting it tattooed on. Currently, it stays in my guest room, watching. Ever watching. This is my favorite picture of Pete Wentz. I found him on my pillow once, and he visited me for a week after that before mysteriously disappearing. My Godzilla display with real uranium glass. I think I have a mild obsession with dangerous/toxic glassware. I googled uranium glass because of this post, and now I know that that's a thing that exists, so thank you for that, I guess. The Garfield mugs are in fact more harmful to my well-being. This rubber chicken that's been hanging on my ceiling for a good few months now. I threw him up there as a joke. He stuck, and he never came down. I forget he's there sometimes. This bootleg CD with 102 Dalmatians video game. It's an unofficial Polish version made by some Russian company that features the funniest broken Polish dub with horrible translation and voice acting I have ever heard. I lost it some time ago and couldn't find it absolutely anywhere on the web and thought it was lost forever until my mom found it in the deepest pits of her apartment. It's going in a glass frame and I'm never losing it again. I love the two different art styles going on. Definitely frameable. The tags say my dad bought it like 20 years ago and we used to play it together. I didn't remember how batshit the dub was until I replayed it a few years back. I was losing my entire shit. I'm so glad I have it back. This is my Among Us hat. As a top hat collector, I feel it necessary to show off my greatest find. That is certainly a find. Hee hee, evil book. I made this replica of the Necronomicon myself. It's pretty cool, actually. Bitch Wizard, you take commissions because... just catch me writing down my little grocery lists in there. These are my 3 weed-smoking girlfriends. They're trained, but sometimes they do bite, so be careful. Oh, Father Strange, you know us so well. Here's some dead shit and other trinkets for your consideration. Death's Head Hawkmoth and Bumblebee pinned by me. My whittling knife I've had since I was 12. A badger's jawbone, and a cool rock my partner gave me. Ammonite fossils found at Lyme Regis, UK. Ram skull found on the Isle of Skye, Scotland, last week. Fly agar toadstools and moss that I dried out and put in a jar. All of the animals/bones were already dead when I found them. I keep them in my bedroom, and we're all besties. Okay, freaks, enjoy. I am enjoying. I'll have you know. Let's explire. Best $15 ever. Oh, he's so juicy looking. I love caterpillars. I think if I were to contribute myself to this show and tell, which I feel like I could. I feel like I could do a whole video of just my own weird show and tells in this vein, but I have little plastic caterpillars, like little plastic chunky caterpillars like this that I just put around my house and in my potted plants because they bring me so much joy. A good caterpillar really gets me going, I don't know why. This is my body part collection. I found a hyper-realistic fake foot in a store where you dig through bins of Amazon returns and everything is like $5. At one point I tried putting makeup on the foot and painting the nails to scam Reddit with fake foot pictures with a couple of my friends. The baby hands were cut off an old baby doll my cousin found in a thrift store. He wanted to make a fountain out of its head. We used a big steak knife and butchered a child on my back porch on a sunny afternoon. He kept the feet and the head. I took the hands and the eyes, but have since lost the eyes. That is a weirdly realistic looking foot. I'm sure at least one person must have fallen for your Reddit scam. It's got like pores. It's got little wrinkles on the back. That's creepy. I don't... Hello, Father Strange. You asked for questionably sourced bones, and ye shall receive. That was a joke I made in my original post, which, by the way, I will link in the description if anybody, because I want to do a whole series of these videos, so if anybody wants to participate in Tumblr Show and Tell, I will link the post in the description, and you can add your Tumblr Show and Tells to it. Anyway, this is my deer skull I found on the side of the road, just perched on a sign. I wasn't originally going to take it home with me, I just wanted to confirm that it was in fact bones. However, my mother is just as peculiar as I, if not more, and she wanted to take it home. I think your mother stole someone's skull. Our deer skull in the bone cabinet, TM. I mean, it's a pretty cool skull, but like you totally stole it from someone, or your mom totally stole it from someone. I did ask for questionably sourced bones though. Yeah, that one's on me. Can't argue with that. Dear Father Strange, I am a creature of few possessions. However, I have in my only slightly human-looking hands a gift that I do hope will make you pleased. This is Mr. Robespierre, he/him. He is a stuffed animal made out of an old pair of gloves and has undergone many operations in his life, including one that cost him his arm. You may be asking yourself, what is there so valuable in this good rabbit man? And I tell you, why do you think I named him Mr. Robespierre? Yeah, that's good stuff. I was gonna pick this one just for the crazy, janky-looking glove rabbit, but you made it better. This is my son, Gorf, and his twin brother, Fatfuck. He is gay and homophobic at the same time. Wow, just like Nathan Masry. And his favorite song is Mambo No. 5. He looks like he is having a life. I love the Twilight poster and the My Chemical Romance. I think that's probably a record in the background, after my own heart. A Florence and the Machine song I ripped off of 8 tracks circa 2013 with presumably Wincest album art. I plan on making this a family heirloom one day. I've never seen a single episode of Supernatural and I have no clue how I ended up with this cursed artifact or what playlist it came from. Just a howl in Comic Sans over the moon. Oh my god. My prized collection of doll earrings. The big Celestia doll doesn't have a leg because my friend ate it. Also, now that I think about it, I think the Littlest Pet Shop Bat and the Wasp look like you, but I can't explain it. You know what? I'll take it. I would like to share with the class these horribly cursed photos of my sister's birthday cakes the last 2 years. The first one is from last year. We made him on Easter, so we call him Jesus. He was 4 layers of funfetti cake with cream cheese frosting and a fondant face and ears. Pink one is this year's cake. Her name is Yasmin, said with a Russian accent. She's red velvet with cream cheese frosting and fondant features again. Furby cakes are going to become our new birthday tradition for my sister now. We're already planning our next year's. These are amazing and so much better than the Furby cake that I tried to make. Holy shit. Yeah, just kill me. Destroy me. These are so good. This is my pocket mouse. I made her because my mom said, what do you have, a mouse in your pocket? Now I carry her around and think of her as a good luck charm. I made the pattern myself and hand sewed her, so she was created with much care. Her name is Marigold. She's so fucking cute. She's literally so cute. I'm sure you'll get a million long Furbies in response to this, but I want to contribute. These are my roommate's long Furbies, directly inspired by Thursday. The OG is Tuesday afternoon, see here dressed for Coachella, and his conjoined younger siblings are Sunday morning brunch and Saturday fucking night, collectively known as the weekend. The weekend is 6 feet tall and has terrified many a traveler in our home. The rest of the Furby collection unlongified. And my personal possession of this record I bought off of Etsy because its cover is sick as fuck, and I, as a former Catholic schoolgirl, appreciate the representation. Oh hell yeah, this is the representation that I want. I have very ethically sourced bones because they're from me, my body. Here's my jar of wisdom teeth I had removed from my mouth last June. Very gay rights of the surgeon to let me keep the teeth. I keep them on stuffing because I was really worried about them breaking when I got them. One of them was split in half during surgery and I thought it was pretty cool. Enjoy my teeth jar, Father Strange. Thank you. I do enjoy your teeth jar. I have a rat testicle that I removed from a rat. I mean, I hope it was from a rat. For my surgery practicum in college. I still keep it around and use it as a reply for dick pics. Hello, this is a painting I made in 12th grade AP art I like to call The Blashed Supper. You may have guessed it, but yes, it is the Last Supper, but instead of real characters, I've painted my childhood toys. Barbie is Jesus, a groovy girl is Judas, but in the painting is also a Polly Pocket, an ugly doll, a Lego guy, a long Furby. His name is Turtis, and I made him for the same class. You made a Furby for your art class? Oh my god, I'm influencing the youths. What have I done? What have I done to the youth of today? My officially licensed Shrek Forever After chapstick from 2010, Forever Apple flavor. What if we kissed? And you were wearing the Shrek Forever After officially licensed chapstick. This isn't a cursed prized possession in your typical run-of-the-mill Tumblr fashion. Oh, I see, you're not like other Tumblr girls. I have one of the most absurd pieces of both Irish mob history and gay history in my possession. Hear me out. Well, clearly I did, because you're in this video. I have/had a distant uncle that my family was under the impression had been taken out by the mob in Boston. For over 50 years, they just accepted that. But I wanted to find out what actually happened, and I did. The story of him being taken out was a farce, as far as I can tell. Long story short, my uncle ran with the mob, and was what some would define as a hitman. He snitched on a big-name, wanted-at-large mobster, and a lot of details leading up to it during and following this are recounted in his memoir, shown here, titled, "There's $50,000 on my head." I have only ever seen proof of 2 other copies of this book existing, one that was being sold on Amazon and another in the Harvard Library. His case was among the first in USA history to involve witness protection. He admits to knowing information about a man called the Butcher, and even the Boston Strangler. However, the most interesting part is that he recalls knowing a man who, with his boyfriend, plotted to assassinate John F. Kennedy, and potentially Fidel Castro. I tried to look this up because of the nature of the assassination of JFK, and the fact that they were gay in the early 1960s. There is little to nothing else detailing this plot besides the book. Here's an American history they won't teach you in school, kids. TLDR, my great-uncle was in the Irish mob. He knew of a gay couple who had their own plot to assassinate JFK. It's all detailed in his memoir. There's $50,000 on my head. Alright, let's get back to some more typical Tumblr girl shit. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. He's a modified teddy bear that I bought at Dollarama. Teeth are resin teeth that were used for dentures. I made him an armature to make him posable. He's eventually going to be used in a stop-motion animation. A film star. His jaw is also movable. Still not sure if I should give him new eyes or not, or at least a pair of sunglasses for him to wear. I think you should get him a pair of sunglasses, but then just have him dramatically remove them and there's no eyes there. I think that's it for Tumblr Show and Tell today, my friends. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I will have the post linked below so that you can add your own show and tells to it for future videos. I look forward to seeing increasingly deranged things from you. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching, my friends, and I will see you in another video very soon.